Hope you all are doing amazing today. And in case you aren't doing amazing, let's fix that, shall we? So before we begin, I would like to take a moment to wish all the mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day. So today is a day to celebrate and honor the amazing women in our lives who have nurtured, supported and loved us unconditionally. I want to give a special shout out to my own mother who has been my rock and my inspiration throughout my life. Mom, thank you for everything you do and for the unwavering love you have shown me every step of the way. And to all the mothers out there, whether you are a new mom, a seasoned pro mom, a stepmom, a foster mom, a grandmother, or any other kind of a mother figure, I want you to know that you are appreciated and loved more than you know. So, from the bottom of my heart, happy Mother's Day to all the incredible mothers out there. Now, let's get started with our session. So, today, let's talk about failure. I really want to talk about, redefining or reframing it. I see that people use failure in so many different ways to prevent themselves from getting the results that they want. So, let's begin. Sunday Reset with Reema, episode 19, Reframing the Concept of Failure. Chutki mein chutkao. Heard this before? Of course, it's our very own Fevikwik tagline. Kind of ironic, don't you think? In our day-to-day lives, there are so many things which we break and we go like, no worries, we can fix it. But then when we break, our heart breaks, or some relationship break, or in case your diet breaks or you score less in your exams, we go like, I am a failure, let me be me, you can't fix everything, and so on. Why? Why do we like pain, or why do we like being in pain? That's not a great way of thinking. It doesn't give you the result that you want. Maybe there would be a different way of approaching that would be more beneficial. So I was just looking up, what is the actual definition of failure in the Oxford Dictionary. They have, two definitions. The first one is lack of success, and the second definition is failure is the omission of expected or the required action. So now here, nowhere in there, please note, does it say it is never possible. It never says that. It just says the lack of success. So if you think about that lack of success, there is a thing you tried and you did not succeed. It doesn't have any judgments on. It just is saying you tried to do something, you didn't succeed, and that's a definition of failure. Yet somehow we have defined that, failure is an absolute worst thing in the world. I think this largely stems from our educational process. I mean, for sure, I never identified myself who would never ever fail a class or fail a test or even fail an assignment or anything like that. Somehow early on, failure was, I just somehow decided in my head like that's not acceptable. For example, take an example of a diet. So if you're trying to lose permanently weight and you don't always have success, we are like, ew, gross, I'm not someone who fails. This shakes up your identity and you think that I'm not capable of doing this, so I'm just gonna stop. So here we look failure as if it's like, stop sign. That's basically what we do every time we mess up our diet. So every time we try to lose weight, we don't have success, and then we go right back to gaining it. So one little mistake didn't have to mean going right back to the beginning again. No, so now sometimes if you are being really, really, truly honest with yourself, sometimes we are kind of thinking that we should lose weight because somebody said something, or if you are a doctor, you think that you should be a better example, or maybe you're concerned that if you keep on going on the path that you are on, you're kind of a setup for certain medical problems, so that you don't want to deal with, but your heart is not really into it. You are not really committed. You kind of think you should be doing it, but you are not really wanting to be doing it. So sometimes we will have some sort of failure, some sort of lack of success, something will not go according to plan, we will not eat according to our plan, and then we are like, oh, then screw it, I'm just gonna go back, and part of us are really excited because we kind of miss that overeating sometimes. So it's kind of in that moment kind of fun, and you will really feel guilty and regret about it, not because you're beating yourself up, but because you don't feel good. It doesn't feel as good as we think it's going to be. But all signs point to the fact that this is not as good as my brain wants me to believe it. What it comes down to is, anytime you stumble, anytime you decide that you have failed or you have some sort of lack of success, there has been some omission of the expected or the required action, right? So you thought, okay, I'm gonna do these things, then you didn't do them, or you thought you wouldn't do these things, but you have done them. So similarly in our relationships too, when asked an old married couple how they managed to stay together for so long, their answer was one of a kind. They said they came from a time when something were broken, they would fix it. They wouldn't run away or discard the things in the first go. They try and try and try, stick and fix the situation. Ever seen our mothers throw that mixture of theirs? Never. They will go and fix it 100 times and another 50 times. Well, because they value the things they have. What's most important here is to be honest with yourself about what's going on and to not judge yourself. There is no room here for you to beating yourself up or being disappointed in yourself. And now, when you're not judging, it doesn't mean that you're not accountable or you're not holding yourself accountable. You have to learn more about yourself and understand yourself better. The best way to understand yourself better is to become curious and to not shut yourself down from yourself, to not just distract yourself with something else, but to actually look at what is going on for you. Why am I struggling here? And being genuinely curious about yourself. Let's just brainstorm some ideas. What could it possibly be? Let's just get curious about what the struggle is here. It's not a stop sign. It's a turn around and go back to where you started from. It is an opportunity for you to pause and understand yourself better. The better you understand yourself, the better you will be able to support yourself. And then the next time a situation like this comes around, you have to signal to yourself that you are on the same side as yourself. You are on the same team. You really want what's best for you. You that took the action, and the part of you that is really authentic. You that wants what's best for you. Ask yourself, how do I want to move forward? What are going to be my next steps? Remember in school we had best out of waste. We all did a good job, and then we grew up and thought these recycling or our little creative hacks were just childish and lame. But that's the thing. If we can't fix something, our generation has a lot of options to discard them, and hence when something breaks, we tend to discard it and look for something else. So when you have this vision of a bigger and a better future for yourself, when you're moving towards what you are trying to create for yourself, what expectation you have for yourself in the future, and you can integrate what happened with this failure or lack of success so that you can get back on your path towards whatever that future is for yourself. So now when we stumble or fail on something, let's not garbage it. Let's use our creativity and create something new. No one said it's going to be easy, but then nothing worth having comes easy, right? So the next time you think that you have failed, next time you look at something and realize, oh, there is a lack of success here, and I'm not happy about it, come back and listen to this episode. Okay, so make sure you're being honest with yourself and be curious. Don't judge yourself harshly or in a mean way, and then always ask, how do I want to move myself forward? What are the next steps that I could take that could move me in a right direction. Alright, so thank you for stopping by and have a great rest of your Sunday. Remember that you are amazing, you are enough, you are loved, and you matter. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you all soon next time. Bye.